Hello everyone. In today's enhancement, I intend to show you one of the customizations that I did for an IBP planning view template based on a requirement that I have got from multiple clients. So if you look into the planning view today, the view that I am showing you is primarily a capacity based view wherein you can see the capacity usage at a resource level, and the key figure that you are seeing here is a standard output key figure of heuristics or optimizer that is called P kappa demand. Multiple supply planners of capacity planners whom I have worked with and who are working with IBP today had come up to me with a kind of a similar problem wherein they say that okay, they are viewing the capacity usage at a product as at a resource level, but at the same time if they want to see that what all production plan has contribute to this capacity usage, then they have to go manually to a different sheet. Based on the resource id, they need to figure out what all product and source ids are there and then load them to see the individual production plan that have totaled or that have accumulated to become this total capacity usage for a particular resource. The major challenge why this is such a manual and painstaking effort is the key figure P kappa demand or the capacity demand is on a different planning level than our production receipt or production receipt adjusted key figure, because these are again standard input and output key figures. So, for example, production receipt, if we all know that this product is this key figure is at a product location source ID level, whereas this capacity demand of production resource or P kappa demand, this is altogether at a different planning level, that is product location resource and source ID. In one view, if I try to load the capacity demand and the production plan, it will load, but the planning view doesn't stays user friendly because due to the difference in respective planning levels. So that is the primary issue which I have got from primary multiple users, which has then made me think about doing a solution, and that the solution that I did is obviously a VBA based solution in the planning view template that will help planners to do this drill down automatically. So in a nutshell, this is a code that I have developed. I am not going into the details of what is this code and how it works and all, because that would be technical in nature. But from a functional perspective, just to give you an understanding, the way it works is any anytime if I double click onto this particular key figure capacity demand of production resource, the VBA code will automatically pick its respective resource and location. Then it will make a query into the IBP master data type, and particularly the production source resource master data type, by putting this resource and then retrieving the list of source IDs that are assigned to this resource. And then it takes that source ID automatically and pass it on as a filter to the next planning view. So the entire activity that today planners do manually, that entire activity has been automated with the help of VBA. So the first step is, once I double click, based on the resource I get the list of source IDs obviously in the backend. Then those source IDs are primarily passed as filter attributes into the next planning view, and the production plan and the associated key figure gets loaded for those combination. Now just before I show you the demo, just I wanted to refresh. So for example, if you see for this resource, I have a capacity demand of this. So if I want to see what all production plan are part of this usage, I just double click onto this, and the system and the VBA will automatically do the needful and bring us to this production plan sheet, where if you see in the filter, the VBA code has automatically put in all the source IDs that belong to that particular resource, and it has loaded the production plan for all the valid and qualified source IDs where my production plan is not zero or null in all buckets. So in this way, what I am doing is, so if you see here in this planning view, which is the production planning view, in the filter, I have put that production receipt is not empty or zero in at least one period in this period range. So even if this resource has, for example, this resource has 20 source of supply or 20 source IDs, the moment I click on this, in this view, I will only get the list of those source IDs where there is a production plan in at least one bucket. Thus, the list is not exhaustive and it only shows the planner, the product, and the source IDs for where we have production plan. And based on this, planners can go ahead and do adjustment if they want or perform any other activities and save it. So this is how the development has been done, and it's being used in multiple engagements. So the development that I have done in this IBP VBA is very open-ended, because it can be utilized in any implementations or any clients. All we need to do is to just to make this template available and load the correct key figures there, and based on that, this VBA code will work absolutely fine. So this is a short development that I wanted to show you today. Thank you. Thanks a lot for your time, and I hope you like this.